Hey everyone, I want to talk today about something that keeps us from achieving our goals, and that is distractions. So I want to talk about how to overcome distractions. And we'll be picking up where we left off with the story of Bartimaeus, who was a poor blind beggar sitting by the side of the road. Last time we talked about how Bartimaeus recognized that this was an opportunity for his need to be met, and that he acted appropriately and he announced accurately in order to get his need met. And so as the story goes on, Bartimaeus will also show us how we can overcome distractions. First, I want to talk about the nature of distractions. And the first thing is that they often come in strong numbers or in strong magnitude. The text tells us in Mark 10:48, then many warned him, speaking of Bartimaeus. As he cried out to Jesus, many warned him. And they were warning him to be quiet, as we will see. But it came in the form of many. It wasn't just one, it was many. So oftentimes when we're distracted, it will be in strong numbers or in strong magnitude, and we will sense the strength of it. We will sense the pressure of it. Just recognize that distractions will come in that form. Also, distractions will lead you in the opposite direction that you should go. As I said in the verse, it says, and they warned him to be quiet. So here was a time where he needed to speak out, but many were saying, be quiet. Sometimes that's the situation that we'll be in. That the distraction in whatever form or whoever it is will be leading us to go in the opposite direction that we should go. But Bartimaeus continued, and I want to talk about now 3 things he did that allowed him to overcome this distraction. And the first thing is he strengthened his convictions. So we have to strengthen our convictions to overcome our distractions. The text says, Mark 10:48, then many warned him to be quiet, but he cried out all the more. So while these people were telling him to be quiet, he increased the intensity. He increased the strength of his call and his convictions, and he cried out all the more because he knew this was an opportunity, and he wanted to make sure he got it. The second thing he did was that we have to do to overcome our distractions, and Bartimaeus did it, was continue to earnestly seek our goal. In his case, it was seeking Jesus. The text says, he cried out, Son of David, have mercy on us. Now, this was the second time that he had made this call. And so he continued to do, regardless of distraction, what he had done before to meet his goal. And the third thing that he did was, and that we need to do, is to live by faith. Hebrews 11:6 says this, and without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. So we can see that Bartimaeus was living out this passage, that he believed that he could get his need met by getting to Jesus. He sought him earnestly, and he continued to do so, and that he referred to him as the Messiah. And we can see in the text that he did get to his goal. It goes on to read in 49 and 50. So Jesus stood still and commanded him to be called. Then they called the blind man, saying to him, be of good cheer, rise, he is calling you. And throwing aside his garment, he rose and came to Jesus. So now, because Bartimaeus overcame the distractions, he is now in the very presence of Jesus and ready in a position to get his needs met. So I want to ask, how are you doing in relation to your distractions? Are you first recognizing the nature of them, that they will come in strong numbers or strong magnitude? And then are you also understanding that they will lead you in the opposite direction that you should go in? And then are you utilizing the 3 things that Bartimaeus did, was strengthen his convictions, and then he also continued to earnestly seek, his goal, and then he also lived by faith. If we do these three things, we can find ourselves in a successful position as Bartimaeus was in reaching our goal. So, until next time, it is my prayer that you will have more and more experiences with God. God bless you all.